the Epic Games is trying to optimize its game so that it can run on different devices. But I think one of the major problems they're running into is the fact that the iPhone 6 and the 5S only have 1 GB of RAM, and that's not a lot of RAM, to be honest. I think the best way I can explain this to you guys is just to give you a little brief explanation of what RAM actually is for everybody who doesn't know anyway. So what it is called random access memory. It's almost like the hard drive, but it stores data only temporarily. The hard drive is going to store your data forever. Whatever you save on it is going to be there forever. Whereas RAM just copies data to itself, and generally it doesn't store that data for a very long time. It doesn't really need to in a lot of cases. So the reason why you need more than 1 GB of RAM is because what RAM does is it stores the data for all the applications that you have open temporarily. And Fortnite is going to require quite a lot of that data that needs to be temporarily stored. And 1 GB of RAM really isn't going to do a whole lot with a game like Fortnite. So I think the big problem that they're going to run into is optimizing the game just so that they can make it use less RAM in some way. I think a lot of what they'll have to do is definitely lower the graphics quite a bit, and also maybe kick the FPS down to 30 if 60 was possible. So basically, even if you're going to be able to play Fortnite mobile on iPhone 6, it isn't going to be the most smooth experience, I don't think. But it's still going to be an experience. It's kind of like PUBG Mobile, if any of you guys have played that. The difference between PC and console versus the mobile version is like night and day. You're playing the mobile version, and then you go to console, and everything just feels so much better. And I feel like it's going to be the same with Fortnite Mobile. At least they're going to make it so we can play it. And at this point, I can predict that there's probably an 80% chance that Fortnite will come to iPhone 6. That 20% is definitely still possible. They might not find a way to optimize the game so that it can run on iPhone 6s and 5Ss. But you know what? They're trying, and that's what that tweet has said. They're trying to get it out there so that more players can play it, which I think is awesome. Alright, so I think that's just about it for this video. If you
So